Today on Monkey Life. A health check for Samantha, the rescued squirrel monkey. Make or break at the new orangutan nursery.
He just went the way. Okay. Go on,
Good boy, Julio.
And baby woolly monkey Diego meets half-brother Julio for the very first time.
Good boy.
This is Monkey World in Dorset. Tucked away deep in the English countryside, it's the largest sanctuary for monkeys and apes on the planet. And this is Dr. Alison Cronin, the primate's best friend. Alison and her team spend their lives rescuing...
Yeah, everybody's brilliant. Really good.
...and rehabilitating primates from all over the world.
You're not gonna let me go! Are you not gonna let me go?
They currently look after more than 240 monkeys and apes from 15 different species. Last time, Alison and Jeremy rescued Samantha the squirrel monkey from a run-down farm because her elderly owner was no longer able to cope.
Oh, God. Breaks my heart.
Things didn't look good.
She's in a really bad way. She's got liquid diarrhea. She's quite bright, but we're gonna need to sort her out before she gets anywhere near any of our primates.
Initial checks looked favourable.
So far, it's all clear, so that's good news.
Now, it's up to vet Mike Nathan to give Samantha the all clear. First, he sedates her to take blood samples, give her a general all-over check, and insert a microchip. He's pleasantly surprised.
Since she's arrived, she's looking so much better.
She can go on to oxygen then, yeah?
Once Samantha has been weighed, she can be brought round with oxygen and put safely back in her box. The improvement in her condition means she can meet Alien, Balsa and Topsy and Turvy, the 4 elderly females of the same species at the park, and Alison is delighted.
We've hit her with everything. Food, vitamin supplements, live insects. She's eating, she's drinking, her feces are looking good. And so we're bringing her down to the squirrel monkey house today to start introductions with our 4 geriatric ladies, which is just fantastic because we're gonna leave her sat outside the enclosure for just a day or so, just to make sure she is settling down, and then we'll get her straight in with our old ladies. Just, you're about to hit the foot bath, so mind out, so you don't trip. Right, okay, let's get the covers off her. And I don't know if it's extra warm in here. We can probably dial it down a wee bit.
Yeah.
Donna opens the slide to the outdoor enclosure so the other squirrel monkeys can come in. Now it's just a waiting game for Samantha and the keepers.
Now all of those vitamins will be filtering in and her body's starting to digest. Fantastic. Good girl. But I wish somebody would come in and see her.
First through the door is an inquisitive Turvy, quickly followed by the rest. They don't pay too much attention, but their chattering certainly intrigues Samantha. It's Alien, the dominant female, who shows the most interest.
Samantha seems fairly relaxed about everything in here at the moment. She's been sort of foraging, pottering around, sort of communicating vocally with the others in the group. The other girls have all come in and had a look, but only Alien's really paid any interest. She was sort of hanging on the mesh near where Samantha is and sort of chattering away, almost sort of saying hello. So we'll probably give Samantha just another day where she is, just to sort of let her have some decent food, build up some strength and just get a bit more confident and happy. She's already brighter today than she was yesterday.
Alison and the team don't just rescue animals from the pet trade and laboratories. Sometimes they're asked to take monkeys and apes from other zoos and parks. The majority of the woolly monkeys arrived this way, from several European zoos. Woolly monkeys are native to South America, highly strung and notoriously difficult to look after in captivity. Diego is the park's most recent arrival. When he was born, his mum Kuna didn't suckle him, meaning Alison and the keepers had to step in.
Monkey World is the remaining place in the world where captive woolly monkeys are living, thriving, and getting on with things. All other captive collections are reducing in numbers to the point of extinction. And I hazard to say, it's very scary to even say the words, but I think we've cracked it. I think we know how to care for captive woolly monkeys in a very good, solid way.
But it's no easy job.
He's doing really well, and he's starting at 2 months old already to get quite stubborn and opinionated. So you can see feeding him his bottle of milk doesn't always go quite as easily as it should because he's decided he likes his fruit better now. So we're beginning to introduce different food items into his diet. If you notice with the banana in particular, he tries to suck it. So he's still effectively suckling. So over the past week or so, we've been trying to introduce foods to him that actually make him chew and use his teeth because he's still really keen on just sucking. But he is only 2 months old, so we're probably pushing him along faster than he would naturally progress if he was with his mother. And you can see this little guy, Diego's very keen on his blueberries as well. Paolo, on the other hand, not so fussed about blueberries, but will kill you for a mango. So, they, as soon as Paolo sees anything bright orange, oh, it's mango. Whereas Julio, you have any more blueberries? And this guy seems to be a bigger fan of blueberries as well, but haven't offered him mango yet, so that remains to be seen.
Today, he seems happy with milk and banana.
Good boy. Good boy.
Later, it's time for Diego to meet his real woolly monkey family.
Good boy.
Right, take your swing back a bit, because you're too far.
And it's make or break as special windows go into the orangutan nursery.
It's about 280, well, it is 282 kilos, yeah. It's a lot of weight, isn't it?
Baby woolly monkey Diego is soon to join his real family, including mum Kuna, dad Levar, and half-brother Julio. But his full brother Paolo lives across the park in Bueno's group, where one day he could take over as lead male to establish a new gene pool. In the meantime, Bueno is a great foster dad. Woolly monkeys come from South America and live in dense primary and flooded forests. Unfortunately, through deforestation, hunting for bushmeat and the pet trade, their population is declining. Breeding them in captivity is difficult, but over the years, Monkey World has had some real success. With multiple large enclosures to reduce stress and a carefully monitored diet, there have been 9 births, with 3 baby woolly monkeys hand-reared.
It's worth a go, isn't it, just trying to reach, because I'm not too confident about if they'll hold us.
To keep Bueno's group active, and to make them work harder for their breakfast, the primate care staff have strung together some pots.
Hey, there we go. Not overly keen on heights myself, so this is interesting. But the woolly monkeys have got prehensile tails, so they can hang upside down to eat. So we're hoping that this will encourage them to use their tails.
In their native Amazon basin home, woolies climb up in the canopy to find fruit, leaves, and insects. By stringing the pots up high, they'll have to use their tails, which act like a 5th limb.
Well, they've just come outside and they've immediately shown interest in the boxes and the buckets. Bueno's currently hanging upside down from his tail, which is just what we wanted, and he's eating his breakfast.
It's thought their tails are strong enough to support 10 times their own body weight, and Inca is using hers to its full advantage.
Lena's being a little bit shy, but she's the lowest ranking individual, so that's understandable. Eurema's been right in, elbowing the others out of the way. She's hanging upside down, using her tail. Again, exactly what we wanted. The babies are hiding behind everybody else, trying to steal food without putting in the effort, which is exactly what the babies do.
This is a stable family group and readily accepted little Paolo. He was the second woolly monkey to be hand-reared at the park. He's always been a confident little chap and has settled in amazingly. He might have found stability with his new family, but has a little bit further to go with his own coordination. The park has a major building project underway, and Alison has come to check its progress with George, head of maintenance. They're inspecting the half-built new orangutan nursery.
Okay, so this is going to be good. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 exits out of the...
Yeah, so there's one per bedroom, so there's any combination of making it through.
It'll replace the current nursery, which is smaller and in need of renovation. It was started when the park agreed to take orphans from other European zoos. The purpose-built nursery will connect to the same outdoor enclosure, but will have much better facilities inside.
Wow, looking good. Wow, this has really come on.
The building has been designed specifically for orangutans. It'll have platforms, ropes and hammocks to swing from, and an overhead feeding area to encourage them to climb high for their food, like they would in the wild.
Is this the final plaster job?
It is, yes.
That's not bad.
Yeah. As soon as the glass is in, then I will then do the coving, which will take a week, and that's us.
George has been sort of organizing all of the builders to come in and build what's a very specifically designed building for the needs of orphaned orangutans. Sounds a bit unique and crazy, and it is, but it should be brilliant for the baby so that they can grow up with others of their own kind, along with an adoptive mum, Ame, who will make sure that they all grow up being healthy mentally as well as physically, and it'll be a lot easier for the keepers to work. So we're just counting the days now until this is done. I can't wait to see them flying around. It's going to be fantastic.
There are 4 orangutan babies currently at the creche, looked after by orangutan foster mum, Ame. They are Xiaoning, Jolie, Dinda and Linga. But as the park is the European creche for orphaned orangutans, more can be expected in the future. Any babies born in captivity in parks or zoos in Europe that are rejected by their mothers are sent to Monkey World for the care team and Ame to look after.
Right, slowly as you come out. Right, take your sling back a bit because you're too far close. Too there. Right, your weight's coming off here. Watch that end.
Today, the last of the enormous public viewing windows are being put in. They've been specially made and are 40 millimetres thick in order to be orangutan-proof. They've come all the way from Germany and cost thousands of pounds.
It's about 280, well, it is 282 kilos, yeah. It's a lot of weight, isn't it?
George carefully transports the glass through the park to the building site, where the fitters are preparing the frames.
Right, you want to grab those 2 blocks, Yeah.
It takes 6 men to carry the heavy but very fragile pain. It's a disaster.
So much weight, just pulls itself straight out of your hand. We've lost that one.
No.
Went straight out of his hands. Took it straight out of his hands. Lost his grip. Just got it right over there. It just went. I know.
It could take between 6 and 10 weeks for new glass to arrive, holding up the entire build. And George, well, he's not very happy. Woolly monkeys are endangered in the wild, and their habitat in the South American rainforests is under threat. All this makes baby Diego a very special monkey. Today, Alison and Mike are taking his upbringing a step further.
I suppose this is the nuclear family unit, really. Us all standing here. We've got little Diego in the bag who's asleep right now. And Mike and I thought it was time that Diego start actually meeting what's going to be his family group. What is his family group, of course. So today will be the first day that the little man meets our first little man, actually, Julio and Susie. This is the beginning of him becoming a woolly monkey and not just a funny sort of half human, half monkey.
Julio is Diego's half-brother. He was also hand-reared by Alison and Mike.
I expect Julio today is gonna be a little bit manic, and we'll have to watch him make sure that his overexcitement doesn't get out of control, because Julio, even though he's a little lad, he's maturing now, and he's reached adolescence, and all of those secondary behaviors and characteristics of adult males are really starting to kick in. So it is possible that he can throw a temper tantrum because he gets so excited about seeing the baby and loses the plot and starts to scream and freak out. So Mike and I are sort of aware of Julio and his behavior, of course, very well, and we'll just have to make sure things remain calm, and Susie will lead the way on the calm front.
The rest of the woolly family are in the outdoor enclosure, while Julio and Susie, the oldest woolly monkey in captivity, have been kept back in one of the bedrooms to allow Alison and Mike to enter the playroom.
Hey, Suze. Hey, Julio, man. Hey, Suze.
Susie is more interested in the food than anything else.
Hey, you.
But Julio makes straight for his little brother.
Is there room for me in there?
No, don't launch onto my head. You stay in there. That's okay. It's okay.
What's that? It's quite nice that there's two of us here as well, because there's no jealousies, because he's got somebody else to come and attach himself to. Yeah.
He did a really lovely head shake hello. Let's see if we can get head shake hello. And little Diego head shook back at him. And in woolly monkey language, that's how you say hi. If you want to say hello to somebody, you snuffle, make sort of a noise, and also shake your head, which is what Mike and I have been doing with all of them that we've hand-reared. So little Diego already has a fair bit of woolly monkey etiquette and language, because he already snuffled hello to Julio and did the appropriate head shake. Hey. What's happening here now is that Julio's starting to get a little overexcited, which is what we were worried about, actually. Hey, little man, no. And the reason Julio's getting overexcited is that he's so pleased to see Mike, because Mike and I were his main carers, and now that he's reached adolescence, he's doing an alpha male thing with Mike.
I might take my beard off tomorrow.
Susie, nonplussed. I'll see if she takes an interest right now. Do you want to see the little man? What do you think?
Yes, I
No, see if it doesn't involve food for Suze. Hi, Suze.
Good boy, Julio.
You see, we're all head shaking hello. So Susie really is just interested in whether Diego comes with any blueberries, and right now that's a no. So she's happy to see him, but the rest of it's okay.
Adolescent display over, Julio quietens, and Alison and Mike are pleased with the first encounter.
Good boy.
I think on the whole we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Good first meeting.
Nice
and I
one.
think we'll end it now, short but brief. Everybody's still happy. And actually he's starting to calm down a wee bit, so that's good.
He started to put his thumb in his mouth just now, and that's a sign that his levels are going down. Good boy.
Julio's gonna be great with Diego. We just have to supervise the visits until Diego's old enough to fend for himself. But I have absolutely no worries about Julio being in with Diego, so we can start moving ahead with this now. No worries whatsoever. He's a lovely little lad, just a bit overexcited, and he loves Dad.
Yes, that's my boy.
Yeah. Oh, little man, Sue.
Next time on Monkey Life. Winter at the park, and the chimps make their own ice lollies.
Maybe they like the feeling of the tongue going numb or something, I'm not sure.
And Charlie, the park's best-loved chimp, fights for life.
Charlie is a very, very, very sick animal.